more
good
about
afternoon.
yourself?
Yeah, actually, I'm from Bihar, and right now I'm studying in the first year of my graduation.
What exactly
Uh,
are you graduating in?
I'm doing BSc from mathematics.
That's great. Do you like maths a lot?
I do like maths a lot. That's why I'm doing BSc from mathematics.
That's great. I personally hate maths. I have
Oh,
never really liked maths in my entire life. Yeah. I
so
took art.
how did you? Oh, art.
Yeah, I precisely took arts so that I could drop maths. But yeah, it came back to me 3 years later. I am graduating in BA Economics. So for that, I do require to do a little bit of maths, calculus basically. But yeah, now
Oh,
I
yeah.
realize its importance.
Actually, calculus is the toughest part of mathematics. And you used a word precisely or something. What was
Yeah.
that mean?
So precisely means to the point. Like I precisely or I, to did this thing for this thing. So to connect two things together, because they followed each other, they happen to be because of each other. That's why you use precisely.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah. So what else would you like to tell about yourself? What are your hobbies?
Talking about my hobbies, I like to solve mathematics question, and sometimes I like to watch televisions, like movies, and with that, I like to read novels, and yeah, sometimes I like to play games as well. That's all I do.
That's great. So what do you like to watch on television?
Earlier, I used to watch serial, but later on, I was fed up by watching serials. Then I just started watching movies. And yeah, sometimes I also watch news, but rarely.
Okay. And what kind of movies do you prefer?
Uh, Mostly, I prefer to watch movies that that tells us about civil service, police, administration, and all this sort of thing. Because I want to be the part of civil service, so I watch those movies that motivate me, like police and all these sort of law-related movies. I like to watch these kind of movies a lot, and sometimes I also watch scientific movies as well.
That's great. So you eventually plan to give UPSC, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, but before that, I have to complete my graduation. So now focusing more onto the graduation.
Yeah. My best friend is planning to give UPSC as well, but we graduate this year, so she's going to take a drop year and then give the exam.
Oh, that's great. Your friend would definitely be an IS officer.
Yeah. She plans to, or she wants to, if I might add so. She wants to be IPS, sorry, IAS, and then her options are IPS. And I think there's something related to taxation as well.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that those are her three, yeah, options or preferences.
yeah.
But
Actually, everyone talking about priorities. So IS comes on the first priority. So everyone wants to be IS. If not, then IPS. So it comes under priority. Depends upon the rank you get.
yeah, it depends on the rank. Exactly. And IAS is most people what most people go for. That is what they aim
Yeah.
for. Yeah. Apart from that, do you watch any English movies or TV shows?
I don't watch English movies most of the time, but I watch rarely. But yeah, I like to watch prank in English, and with that, I like to watch social experiment kind of videos. Yeah, like how does the how does people react if girls do like this in foreign country? Like a kind of experiment in society. So
Yeah,
I like to
social
watch these kind
experiment.
of videos. Yeah, social
Yeah,
experiment. Yeah.
that's great. But it would be great if you watch more content in English, because that would also help you kind of be more fluent in a way, because you learn new words, and you will learn a lot of new cultural references as well. So yeah, it's good exposure in a way.
Yeah, a lot of people told me to watch English movies, so I watch English movies, but unfortunately, I don't get good movies on YouTube as well because I don't have
Yeah.
subscription of Amazon and Hotstar and all this. So I just have to go on YouTube, and whatever movies are there, I would just watch them. But unfortunately, I don't get movies of my taste. So
Yeah. You could also go to websites like 123movies.com or Go Movies. A lot of the different kinds of popular movie and TV shows are available on these websites. So you don't need to subscribe to any platform. Or even for that matter, there's a new app called Telegram, which has been, yeah, quite a bit in the buzz. So yeah, you could download that app, because there are various groups on that app, and people upload content on it. If a new movie comes out, then it already, people, some people actually leave it over there. So yeah, you
yeah,
could easily download it.
I would have gone to website, but what happens sometimes the website injects a kind of virus in the cell phone and it does not work properly. So, more often I don't prefer to watch movies on website because it just injects virus.
Yeah, that's true. But do you watch it on your laptop or your mobile?
I watch on my cell phone.
Okay, because what I usually do is I download things on my laptop, and the laptop already has antivirus, so I don't feel like, there might be some kind of hacking or any sort of problem. So yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
it's more safer. But
Yeah,
anyways,
actually, in my cell phone, I have Paytm, Amazon Pay, and all this sort of apps. So I do worry on going to some website. Like they will just take my
yeah,
UPI and all this, and they will just take money out of my UPI ID. So I don't
yeah,
prefer to watch movies on websites.
that's true. It's a lot more riskier these days because of privacy issues. But yeah. But there are also certain kind of, apps. They are not legal apps, but yeah, some people have those apps wherein they have all movies and everything. So that one of the apps is Movies HD, I think, which I long back I got it from one of my cousins. So yeah, that I've been using for more than 5 years
Like,
at this point, and it
and
has never
uh,
cost any.
wh- where did you download it from?
So that's the thing. It's not downloadable from App Store or Play Store. Basically, I just received it from one of my cousins through Share It. So yeah, he just sent me that app. So I don't
Yeah, I
think
mean that
you
is
will find it.
uh,
Yeah.
that, that is the problem now. You can't trust on the app that you don't get directly from Play Store. If you get app from Chrome and Google, there would be most probably that your device might be in danger. So yeah, prevention is better than cure now.
Yeah, correct. Apart from that, you said you read novels. So what kind of novels do you like?
Basically, I like to read. Uh, whatever novels I get, I just read them because my brother he likes to read novels a lot. He just buys it, and I just borrow it from my brother, and I just read them. Like the last novels I read was The 40 Rules of Love.
Oh, I've been wanting to read it. I think it's in my recommendations. I've heard a few things about that book. I've heard good things only, but yeah. How is it like? If you could tell me without giving any spoilers.
Yet I haven't completely gone through it, but I have gone partially. Like it tells us about the story of a woman where she spends half of her life in just family, in serving her family. Okay, and
Yeah,
then in that novel, uh, like the woman protect. what is protagonist? Is that protagonist?
Yeah, it's protagonist, the main character.
Yeah, the that woman was a protagonist, and she again read a novel in that novel. Like the protagonist read another
Oh,
novel in that novel. So it's pretty confusing. I mean, it takes a lot of time to understand it.
yeah. I mean, she's reading something else while you are reading what she's reading.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it can be a task. But apart from that, what are the type of genres you prefer while reading books? Fiction, non-fiction?
Uh, well, fix fiction, non-fiction. Like fiction is like an imagination, and non-fiction
Yeah,
is like a reality.
reality,
Okay.
real story.
Yeah, exactly. I would love to read the book that is fiction because it is all about imagination, something that would be barely possible to happen. So yeah, the first novel I read was The Invisible Man, where a man become invisible and he started
Yeah,
using his power in a wrong way. So that was also one of the fiction novel that I read, and that was quite interesting. So yeah, I mean that is my taste, fiction
yeah.
novel.
I watched the movie of this book. I think The Invisible Man. I think this book was adapted into a movie as well. So yeah, I think
Yeah,
great.
there is a lot of movies. Like there is a series of movie.
Yeah, I saw about 2 years ago. Actually, I remember it so vividly because that was the last movie I watched in theaters before the pandemic started. So yeah, that's why I remember it
Actually,
well.
actually, there are some movies. Those are common to everyone. Like I guess that you must have read about Lilliput's novel, and you must have watched movies regarding Lilliput's. You know, the small human beings existing on another planet, just around like this.
Yeah, I've heard about them, but I don't think I've read their books. I've yeah
Oh,
seen movies probably because I watch a lot of movies. So yeah, I could give you a
and
few recommendations if you want for movies.
I would love to get recommendation if you
Yeah,
do, please.
if you like you said, if you prefer watching true stories or incidents, um, I feel there are a few movies like Forrest Gump, or the Forrest Gump is a bit old. It's I think 2006 or 7 release, but it's a beautiful story about a man who is autistic. So yeah, it's about his whole life. So that's one of the best movies I've ever seen. And if you like something
You are breaking, ma'am. Your voice is breaking, ma'am.
hello.
Yeah, now it's all right. Now I can hear you.
Okay. Was I inaudible for a long time?
No, not for a long time, just for a bit of time.
Okay, works. So I was saying the first movie is Forrest Gump. It's about an autistic man, and the second movie I would suggest is Now You See Me. It's a two-part movie, and it's about some magicians and how they manage to, use their skill for something that is, for not good activities, basically, for criminal activities. So these are two of my top picks, to be honest, to start off with.
Yeah, now you see me. I think I have heard a lot about this movie, and
Yeah,
once I also searched this movie on YouTube, but I couldn't get it over there. Now you see
yeah,
me. Yeah,
yeah.
now you
It,
see me.
yeah, it's a great movie. Yeah, there are two parts,
Yeah,
but yeah, both of them are equally good.
yeah.
So
And what about the Beauty and the Beast? Did you ever go through it, or you watched a movie on this?
yeah, I have. I watched the movie where I think Emma Watson has starred in Beauty and the Beast by Disney. So I've watched that version because there over the period of time, the story of Beauty and Beast is so old that over the period of time, there are a lot of movies made. Yeah, around the same storyline. but this is the recent one.
Oh,
So I watched that.
then I guess you must have watched Aladdin as well.
Aladdin, I haven't actually. Yeah,
Oh my
I
God.
I have watched a Hindi version of Aladdin, but I have not watched the English release.
Actually, few months back, it came into cinema halls, and it was fantastic movie. You might have watched the old version, but I would suggest you to watch the new version. I mean, you would love it after watching.
I would definitely try it out because I think it would be available now online because it released some time ago, right?
Yeah, I mean, you would get it on Hotstar even without subscription.
That's great. Then I can watch it on Hotstar.
Yeah,
Yeah. So before our session ends, do you mind if I give you a small feedback?
yeah, please.
Yeah. So on the basis of our conversation, what I realized was you do speak well and you have a good command over the language. Where you could probably improve is on enhancing your vocabulary. So using alternatives for certain words, that could give you an edge over others. And also you could expand your sentences more, try to describe things in a more vivid manner, so that could help you incorporate more new words and learn new words. So yeah, these were the two things. There were no any such grammatical errors. Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's about
actually,
it.
earlier I was using a lot of like high profile words, but
Yeah,
after I stopped doing practice for a long time, so all those words just gone out of my mind, and I don't remember all this.
yeah,
Like uh, I read a word on delaying. It was like it was starting from B, I guess. Don't procrastinate your work like that. I mean, I just read this kind of word a lot, but I forgot all those. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Actually, I want to get a suggestion. How would I remember a word forever? Not for 2 or 3 months, just forever.
so if that is your goal, then what you can do is every single day, when you wake up, the first thing you do is look for a word that is an alternative to the word that you're using right now. So if you're using a word like, say, use, so what is an alternative that could, probably use instead of use?
Yeah, but not like that. I mean, English isn't my first priority. I don't want to remember it. Just I get up early in the morning. I mean, I do something else at that time. Like I want to remember casually. Is there any way that I can remember casually?
Casually, then you will have to make sure you use that word at least 2 to 3 times in a day.